All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. All right, so BLCS is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. And this means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking on our Boudoir Facebook ad. And we care about that, clicking somewhere on it. And now we care about this because we know if women are clicking on our ad, then they're not scrolling by. And we also know that our ad has entered their brain. And when our ad enters their brain, that is the only chance that them buying from us is greater than 0%. So we need to get this number up as high as possible. Obviously, get it up above 6%, because under 6%, there's some massive structural issues with the ad. And it should never be below 6%. 6% is like the bare minimum. So unique CTR all under 6% is not normal, is the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the three pre-click mistakes. We'll look at those at the end of the video. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we're building up our universe here. Got our BLCA with BLCS. It's caused by the three pre-click mistakes. We also know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And Boudoir Pico, all we're doing is we're duplicating the current ads, leaving them on or off, whatever they are, and we treat the duplicated ad. So we don't touch the original, we treat the duplicated ad, treat it for a week. At the end of the week, we keep whichever one has better metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we get rid of the three pre-click mistakes, we got pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got the unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So it's our full universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the three pre-click mistakes. Treated with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. We invented that. We achieved pre-click alignment, and we are now a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Unique CTRLs never ever below 6% ever again. So here's my resume. Here's from my residency. Went out there, found some Boudoir Facebook ads, brought them back to the hospital. First one, unique CTRL 4.3% when I tested it. All right, unique CTRL is under 6%. That means BLCS is present. So we duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico. Took about a week. Got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads with that original, then we now only have to spend $6,300 a month with the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get our ad into the same number of women's brains. So it's $3,700 a month that we can eliminate that was being wasted, and we can save that money, kind of like a phantom bonus for the business owner. And once we get that phantom bonus, what's that, like 40K over the next 12 months? I mean, dude, that's huge. Second part of the residency, found a Boudoir Facebook ad that had 1.39% unique CTR all. So we knew that BLCS was present, and so decided to duplicate it and treat it with Boudoir Pico. Takes about a week. I got the unique CTR all up to 9.13%. So we actually discovered that the original was wasting 84% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, they now only have to spend $1,600 a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get the ad into the same number of women's brains. So, massive efficiency here. So it's $8,400 a month, literally, that the Boudoir photographer can pocket as kind of like a phantom profit, phantom bonus by simply not having to burn it. And, that's like 100K over the next 12 months in like money back in the business owner's pocket. Now, finally, had a patient, his Boudoir Facebook ad had a unique CTRL of 5.03%. So again, BLCS is present. Unique CTRL is under 6%. And we actually did a lot. We did a lot with this one. But we treated it with Boudoir Pico. Took about a week. We got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we figured out he was wasting 67% of ad spend. So if he's spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads with the original, he now only has to spend 3,300 bucks a month with the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and he gets his ad into the same number of women's brains. So it's 6,700 bucks a month. Is he doesn't have to spend. It's cash back in his pocket, like 6,700 bucks a month bonus. Doesn't have to service any clients. It's just from being, not being wasted. And that's like what, 80 grand over the next 12 months, 80 grand over the next year. So big numbers here. Now the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. I mean, look at the numbers right here, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. So the average there, 50 to 60%, somewhere in there. So there's, again, if spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, 5K is unnecessarily being wasted, doing nothing to women scrolling right on by. No use paying that, and by eliminating that, we could put 5K a month back in y'all's pockets, 60K over the next 12 months with Boudoir Pico. So now we're going to diagnose this, see what we got going on. So we got, here's what we got. What I'm seeing right now is we got Boudoir. Basically, we got below creative cluster mistake. That's what we got going on right here. So we're actually trusting what Facebook is telling us to fill out for our Boudoir Facebook ads. But that's actually good for Facebook. It's bad for us because it causes way, way, way more women to be scrolling by our ads than necessary. And as a result, we're actually causing more women to scroll by, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, leading to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. So we got this. Next, we look at the creative. All right, this we got the, this we got the, looks like an ad mistake. So the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we actually believe our Boudoir Facebook ad should look like an ad. And that's because the false belief that causes us to make that mistake is we got all these other Boudoir Facebook ads that we've seen that all look like ads. But actually what happens is this causes way, way, way more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary. So we spend that money for those impressions, waste our money. And we actually, this actually pulls down our unique CTRL under 6%. And it actually increases the probability that we have BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, we're looking up here to see more headline. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. So let's say we look for 10 women ready to celebrate their birthday like ever before they luxury boudoir photo shoot. All right, so yeah, lack of context mistake here. We've got a few context points, but not enough for us to be optimized, having the right women, the maximum number of the correct women click in, and as many of the wrong women scrolling by as possible. So yeah, this is the lack of context mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is, we believe we provide enough context, but the consequence of this is we actually have way more women scrolling by than necessary, way of the right women, pulling our unique CTR all down and pointing to us having BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, increasing that probability. So after looking at all this, do I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome? Yes, I do. I believe this has got Boudoir low click syndrome. So unique CTR all under 6% written all over it. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, so if you're a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you've decided you want to optimize, pull more profit out of this part of your business, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month in Boudoir Facebook ads, so that means on average about 50% or about 5K is being wasted every single month, and you want that back in your pocket, that'd be approximately 60K over the next 12 months, over the next year. And you're optimizing all the other parts of your business, pulling money out now. You decide you're ready to finally pull it out of this part of the business because you see more women joining. Seems like anytime anyone gets a new phone, you got more boudoir photography. A new Google My Business profile pops up, or anytime someone gets a new camera, there's more posts in the mom groups for the $50 shoots. So the market is becoming more saturated. Inflation's hitting harder. You want to pull more money out of the business, make it more efficient, and you want to achieve pre-click alignment, become a dominant boudoir advertiser, activate Boudoir brain entry boost, and be on your way to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM when I open for new patient intake. New patient intake is currently closed. But when it opens, shoot me a DM and we will see if you qualify.